Trump campaign seemed very confident that Arizona will be. Is it sound on? Apparently we might have some. Okay, I guess we're not. We're good. We thought we might have a sound issue there, but the Trump campaign is very confident that they would be able to pick up the necessary votes within Maricopa County to then win the state of Arizona. Now, there still is an issue out there, and that issue is that the mainstream media, mainly Fox News, who was the first to call prematurely Arizona for Biden, they have yet to retract it, despite the fact that the president has thinned the margin significantly over the last 24 hours. Now, we're expecting more counts to come in, more ballots to drop. We don't know when exactly, but it does look like it is trending towards the president winning the state of Arizona. We just don't know, so we're standing out here. And his supporters, they've got lights on, and they seem to be. We're going to go in the crowd shortly here to bring you guys coverage of what's going on in there. It's a little tight in there, so we're going to have to maneuver, and we thank you for your patience as we try to do that. And we're just going to bring you news as it comes in. We're checking stuff live here, and we really hope. Another thing I want to point out, just as a side note, it does feel as though today we have been shadow banned. Right Side Broadcasting has been shadow banned. It doesn't look like we have many people watching now, which is obviously not the norm for us. We usually have anywhere from 20 to 30,000 just from the time we start our streams. It could be that my phone is slow, but I have the strangest feeling that they could be shadow banning us, as they have been shadow banning the president and censoring him. I don't know if you knew about this, Liz, but during the president's press conference tonight, all of the mainstream media cut away in the middle of his press conference where he talked about the integrity being undermined by what's happening in states like Pennsylvania and Georgia, where videos have been flying around the internet of people look like filling out ballots, tearing up ballots. Oh. So they were, are we doing? So you just heard the Pledge of Allegiance back there. We didn't know that was happening. Otherwise, you guys know we would have brought that to you. But what we're seeing, what the president brought up. Are they praying? We should try to get the mic. Let's try to get that if we can. We may have to. Thank you. We appreciate you. People are recognizing us out here. They're coming up to us, and we're live right now. We're on air right now, actually. So, guys, things are a little fluid right now. We're trying to figure out what the best strategy is as far as getting into the crowd, because as you can see, it's very tightly packed, and we can't really just, go in there with our equipment and stuff. We're set up right now on a tripod because this would make the most sense right now. We're going to try to get closer, but while we figure this out, while Liz and our cameraman figure out the logistics, I just want to say, for anybody that did not see the president's press conference, the majority of the mainstream media cut away from it as he was talking about the voter fraud, and they continued to label it misinformation, despite the fact that we have found out that deceased people have voted, ballots have been thrown away, ballots have been burned. They're scrambling to essentially try to discredit these claims, despite the fact that a lot of it is on camera. It's been captured on camera. And people filling out ballots, people throwing away ballots. They're playing YMCA right now. Now, if we can pick that up in the background, that would be amazing. But obviously, we're going to have to be able to talk over it. We get copyright claim, but as you guys know, they would strike us down by doing this. But yeah, so the shadow banning, and what I was saying is, it seems as though we are shadow banned right now on YouTube. We've only got 5,900 people watching right now, which is absolutely insane. This is not what we're used to. I see that Mark Sharp sent us a super chat. Thank you, Mark. We appreciate you.
Thank you for those who have donated to RSBN. Again, we are actually all over the country right now. We have a team in Pennsylvania. We also have a team on its way right now to Detroit, Michigan, to cover these Stop This Steal rallies that are going on all across this country, where patriots are lining up and showing up to support President Trump. The crowd here today at the Maricopa County voting facility is currently dancing along to YMCA, one of President Trump's favorite and most played rally songs. The New York Times has been posting about the events going on here in Maricopa County. It's been a hot topic regarding the Arizona electoral votes in the 2020 presidential election. Arizona is still too close to call, so these Trump supporters are out here at a vote counting site in Phoenix. They are chanting along to the poll workers inside to count the votes. This Arizona in particular has been taking breaks and taking a while to count the votes. And the people want Arizona to be called. They want it to go for President Trump already. More than 150 supporters came last night here to this location, some of them armed, gathered outside the Maricopa County election office, chanting "Count the vote," as officials did that under the protection of sheriff's deputies. Early results in Arizona show Joseph Biden in the lead, but Trump supporters believe that could change as the last votes are counted. Keely Varvel, Chief Deputy Recorder for Maricopa County, said counting would continue despite the protest. We are still planning to finish up our scheduled ballot processing work and report out more results tonight. Without citing evidence, some Republicans have accused election officials of manipulating the results to indicate that Mr. Trump is losing. And man, this article needs to do better. That's Mr. President Trump to you, New York Times. That President Trump is losing in Maricopa County, which is home to about 60% of Arizona's population. Quote, "The only way Biden can win Arizona is through fraud," said Jim Williams, 67 years old, a welder who attended last night's protest. He said, "I will not accept a Biden victory. I do not want to live under communist rule." The New York Times also said many in the crowd were holding Trump flags and numerous people were wielding AR-15 rifles and other firearms. Some also chanted "Fox News sucks." I believe it. We heard that one earlier today, and I think that's rightfully so here in the state of Arizona. Reflecting their displeasure with the network's decision on Tuesday to call Arizona for Mr. Biden, a move that some other outlets later followed. The last time a Democratic presidential candidate won Arizona was Bill Clinton in 1996, and Maricopa County has not voted for a Democrat for president since 1948. But demographic changes have transformed Arizona into a battleground state. Many are saying that with the fleeing of Californians to other states, Arizona is getting some of those liberals, and it is turning this conservative area into a battleground territory. Again, they are still tabulating the results inside the election office here. At 7 p.m., there was an official release of more votes, and Biden's lead dropped to just 46,000 votes in the state of Arizona. Students for Trump tweeted when those results came in, "POTUS can win Arizona." Ryan Fournier said Biden's lead just dropped to 46,000 votes in Arizona. We are on our way to win this. Greg Price tweeted, "The latest from Maricopa County, Arizona nets Trump 42,276 votes and Biden 31,700. That's a net gain with today's drop of 10,576 votes for President Trump's re-election. It breaks down to 57.1% for President Trump, following Biden in the lead at 48,000. A lot going on. They still want these votes to be 100% counted. They want to be able to call Arizona red for President Trump. I'm going to jump onto Twitter and see if we have any more news coming in. But again, this is Phoenix, Arizona, Maricopa County, where over 60% of Arizona's population lives. And there's a lot of support for President Trump today. We have been on the ground all day, albeit we have covered this facility, which we knew were having President Trump supporters gathering. We also went to the Arizona State GOP headquarters for a presser earlier today. But we have only seen one Biden supporter. Again, out of all day, we have seen one Biden supporter. She was a lone protester here in this parking lot earlier this morning, and she just said she wanted to be out here and support him. So you guys do the math here, just based on what we've seen today. It doesn't make sense. Mike, what do you think?
It makes zero sense. I mean, when you think about Biden holding rallies, the rallies are non-existent. Nobody shows up except for the press. This is the biggest gaslighting. This is the biggest open-air election rigging that we've ever seen in modern history. I mean, you mean to tell me that Joe Biden, someone who doesn't speak English anymore, somehow has more of the popular vote than the first black president in our country's history? No. I don't know how anybody's buying it. 4 a.m. in the morning, they're getting these big ballot drops in these Democrat cities where it's top to bottom corruption all the way up to the highest level of these cities. These bureaucrats, they're bringing in ballots. They're blocking people, GOP poll watchers. They don't even want Democrat poll watchers in there. They're boarding up windows, and then all of a sudden they get 130,000 votes, and 100% of them are for Joe Biden. Statistically, that would not even make sense, no matter if it's a deep blue city or anywhere. I would be skeptical if 130,000 were just for President Trump. Even though he obviously has the support, you would think that there would still be some Biden votes in there if it were actually real. Here's the thing, guys. When you think about this election and how it played out on election night, President Trump was winning in a big way. And you saw Biden gaining votes, you saw President Trump gaining votes. So how is it that the mail-in votes don't mimic the in-person votes? They should mimic the in-person votes. It should not be a partisan split. It's right there in plain sight. They don't care. And the reason why they don't care is because they don't fear consequences. The reason why they don't fear consequences is because there's no media coverage. There's no media pushing back. We're the only media out here that's actually showing what's going on. You know that these people inside of this building here that are counting the ballots are sitting in there saying, well, apparently last night they said that they were afraid because there were a bunch of Trump supporters out here threatening them, and they're walking around with their guns out. I mean, first of all, Arizona's an open carry state, so that shouldn't even be a weird thing to see. Second of all, that's not true. Nobody's out here intimidating or threatening anybody. You guys can see it for yourself. Now, there are other news cameras and news anchors out here, and they are here simply to report a narrative that this is a bunch of angry, unhinged people that are ready to get violent because they think the president's going to lose. Obviously, that is not the case. We're reporting this to you first. So this is the thing, is they are not afraid of consequences, which is why they're able to rig this election. They think that they can just get away with it. And this is the problem that we're faced with, guys. This is what we're fighting against right now. This is why they have gotten so sloppy. This is why they've gotten so confident. Not even sloppy. Sloppy is not even the word. The word is confident. They're confident with stealing this election in plain sight. They do not care that you know. They don't care what you think. They think that you're just going to lay down and take it, essentially, which is why I say there needs to be more of this. Even if your state has already been decided, you should still be gathering. You should still be holding demonstrations. You should take to the streets. You should show your support for the president, gather in large numbers. I think that is the way to make our voices heard. I mean, Lord knows the left does it. Every time something doesn't go their way, they gather in large crowds just like this. The only difference between this demonstration that you're seeing and one that you would see at a leftist gathering is nothing's on fire. Nobody's hurt. Nobody's getting arrested. I don't even see a cop in sight, actually, because this is actually a peaceful protest. This is literally a peaceful demonstration, what you're witnessing right here. And we're bringing it to you live here at Right Side Broadcasting. Now, I do appreciate that we have more people viewing right now, guys. Again, it's going to take a little bit of time here. They're packed in very tightly, and they're speakers. We can't get in there right now, but we are going to move closer to the action once they start spreading out a little bit. We're also going to be, at some point, connected with Mike Cernovich, who we have not found yet, but he is somewhere over here. Yeah, we're going to get in there and try to get some of the speakers. We're going to plan to do that. I'm going to help the cameraman here figure out how we can get this the camera mobile. Hang tight.
And I'm sure people will move out of the way. I think we can literally just lift it up and be careful.
When I say grace, I Yeah, when I say great, I mean like slightly depressed, feeling like sleeping in every morning, and just praying for good news. So that's the great. I'm keeping the smile.
All right, we are doing some changes, some last-minute changes, so that we can switch this camera setup from a tripod to a shoulder rig, so we can get into the middle of this crowd and show you what the locals are saying, the speeches they're giving. We think that's pretty important for what's going on here on the ground in Maricopa County. There have been some updates as far as Maricopa County results, and it looks like, according to NBC News correspondent Gady, he says Arizona election officials told him the final He says Arizona election officials told him the final ballot count result in Maricopa County probably won't come tomorrow. It could be this weekend. That is why they are out here peacefully protesting. They want the results. They don't want to have to wait right now. We are not used to having to wait for presidential election results. It's not fair, and clearly people are not happy about it. They want the results in. They want to support the poll workers, but they want the results. I don't blame them. Tomorrow we will have another event here in Phoenix, Arizona. It is called Protect the Vote Rally. This is going to be tomorrow, Friday, November 6th at 10 a.m. It is going to be at this exact same location, the Maricopa County Tabulation and Election Center. The address for this is 510 South 3rd Street, Phoenix, Arizona. Again, that's 510 South 3rd Street, Phoenix, Arizona. This is going to be Protect the Vote Rally. We can expect crowds this size, if not bigger, tomorrow, 10 a.m. So before it gets too hot, come out and show your support for President Trump. We're hoping maybe to have some more votes tabulated by them, some more election results, but at this point, who knows?
And this was, Damon, we were in there. I was actually here yesterday when Jennifer with AG Patriots showed up, and they had a discrepancy. Tell us the situation.
Looks like we have some super chats coming in, and I just want to shout out some of the people involved in supporting Right Side Broadcasting Network. Again, we are fixing our camera rig. We are going to set it up so that we can go deep into this crowd right now and be able to broadcast what the speakers are saying. They are taking turns giving speeches in the middle of this crowd. It's a little bit difficult logistically to broadcast, but we are maneuvering, getting mobile, so we can send our cameraman deep into that crowd. I would guesstimate maybe there's 300 people here. That's just a really rough estimate, eyeballing this crowd. Again, I'm estimating around 300 people here outside the Maricopa County election facility, where they are trying to protest peacefully to get their votes counted so that they can go ahead and call Arizona, rightfully so this time, following Fox News' preemptive call for Arizona going to Biden. So without further ado, let's jump in there. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, media. Good media.
We will not let people win, no matter what we have to do.
I love Right Side
Every admin has been in Michigan. Really? We need to stand with our Patriots in Pennsylvania. We need to stand with them everywhere. Just because it's not happening in Arizona doesn't mean that we don't need to stand with them. Here's one thing that we know from history, is that the brave men and courageous women that fought beside them in time, I don't want to forget women because I know we were fighting somewhere over there, they just don't report history. Anyway, we know that those brave men and women were not getting comfortable with what the king was offering anymore. We weren't taking the tyranny anymore, and they were willing to get more than uncomfortable. I could not imagine being with a musket in my hand, knowing that there's a guy right on the other side of the field. I'm on the front line. I'm not going to see that freedom, but I'm going to give my life so that someone behind me might have children and he'll get that freedom. So you need to stand. You need to stand. You need to stand. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, oh well. How uncomfortable were they? How uncomfortable were they? And they did it. These people got sick of it. When people get sick and tired, they do something. Let's make a statement in 2020. We're done. We're tired of being backed in a corner. This is not communist America. This is the United States of America. They didn't fight. USA! 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 USA!
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I got a little bit of a special announcement for you guys. So this wonderful gentleman to my right, as you can see, as you can tell by his many patches, this gentleman right here is a former member of the United States military. He is a couple of days away from receiving his full retirement in entirety, and he has a message that he would like to say to you guys. Let's pay him his full respects that is due. This man has gone through things that none of us here have probably experienced, not to the way that he has. You know, he served in many campaigns, as I'm sure, and you know what? He deserves everybody's full respect, so let's give him that. Let's give him a round of applause. This is Charles.
No, well, I do follow her. Actually, that's who I am.
Hey, my name is Charles. I'm from Maricopa, and I retire November 14th.
Need to be louder.
I retired November 14th. I've been in the Army on and off twice. I've been in National Guard twice. I did a year and 6 months on the border. I was on the border when Agent Terry got killed, and I actually listened to that whole thing. Okay. I listened. I was down on the border, and I was on the border when Agent Terry got killed. Okay? I just don't want to forget veterans, all right? Because veterans are overseas, and that piece of crap Nancy Pelosi said they shouldn't count. Okay, well, I had four-letter word for her, all right? I don't like her. But what I'm saying is I'm no better than the rest of you, but I've done some stuff that, like he said, I got hurt today that killed Saddam's sons, okay? But right now, that border wall, them people coming across, not everybody's bad, but there are some bad characters,
Yeah,
all right?
they need to still be counted.
I got you, but what I'm saying is I just don't want to forget our veterans, all right? And like I said, I stopped here. If anybody heard a loud noise a minute ago, I was the one with the air horns on my truck. And when I leave, I'll hit them again. But in Maricopa, there was a lot of Trump supporters there. Wickenburg has a lot of Trump supporters. Trump country. Yes. So I might not be here again, but I had to stop by and say something. Thank you.
Hey guys, with that being said, if you guys wouldn't mind removing your hats, what we're going to do up here is we're going to lead you guys in singing the national anthem.
Yes. Woo!
Can you see?
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wrecked the bombs bursting in
tell you, I don't know if you can get chills down your spine better than the singing of the national anthem. There's nothing that rocks you better than the singing of that national anthem.
When you hear those words and you think about the person who wrote the national anthem, as they're watching bombs bursting and they still see that flag coming out victorious, they knew that this was going to be the country that so many gave their life for. It was going to be for freedom. We were going to have freedom finally from the tyranny, that we weren't going to have to live by those rules anymore. Here today, that's what stands in our way right now, is communism, socialism. How many communist, socialist countries are there you could go to, you say? Well, there's a lot.
Ship them!
Ship them! Bye! We don't need it. You know, a lot of countries look to us for our democracy that we have. They look up to us as a free country, and they want what we have, and they reserve hope that one day their country may have the same freedoms ours have. And guess what? If they watch us crumble right now, you guys, we cut off hope for multi-millions of billions of people out there. They're watching these elections. They're watching this just like we are, hoping that the American dream will still be alive. And we know that Donald J. Trump has given that to us, and he's exceeded our expectations of what a president could really do. He's exceeded it. Promises made, promises kept.
The best is yet to come.
We love Trump.
We love Trump.
We love Trump. We love Trump. We love Trump. We love Trump. We love Trump.
We love Trump. We love Trump.
We love Trump. We love Trump.
Hey guys, I have real quick, I have somebody coming up here that I want to introduce. Actually, real quick before you come, we have some media here. I want to lead us in prayer one more time again, because that's how we're going to continue to get through the night. So if you bow your heads one more time, we're going to go in prayer. God, we are praying to you again. We ask you, Almighty, to guide us. You have blessed us in this world. You have given us the greatest nation that the world's ever seen. But God, we are here fighting for democracy and a fair and honest election. We are here fighting for our children's futures. God, we ask you to see that. We ask you to answer our prayers tonight. We ask you to be there for us. We ask you to be there for the people that want to live the American dream. We ask you to be there for the people that want to come to this country to live the American dream. God, we ask you to protect the democracy and the Constitution of this country. I ask you to protect my rights and everybody's here's rights, God. God, I'm not asking for anything special. I'm asking you to get rid of the evil in this country. I'm asking you to deliver us from evil and to give us beauty and to keep us blessed as we are. To humble our hearts, because with blessings we need to stay humbled. And I ask you to keep us humbled, God, as we move forward in this. God, whatever the election comes to be, we accept your answer. That is 100%, there's no question about it. Teach us the lesson that we are going to learn from this election, that's all I ask. But God, we do pray here tonight that you allow President Trump to be our president for the next 4 more years.
Pray for him.
God, we pray to you here tonight, all of us from the bottom of our hearts. We are here with everything out to you. We have nothing left to give. We ask you to answer our prayers. In your name, God, amen.
Amen.
Now, guys, I'm going to introduce a 21-year-old school teacher here, Bernadette Williams. She wants to say a few things, so please give her your undivided attention.
Bernadette Williams?
Yes. Good evening to fellow patriots. Let me hear some noise. Let me hear more noise. So I just want to say a few words tonight. I just jotted down a few things on my drive here. I'm actually from Kansas. I moved here to teach the truth to the youth. So I want to encourage everyone not to give up to the end. In numbers, we have power, and the fight isn't over till the last man gives up. With freedom comes the responsibility to protect it. Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, and oppose any foe to assure the survival and success of liberty. Folks, every country that has ever succumbed to communism never rose up and formed their own militias in time to save themselves. They waited and waited till it was too late, and now is the time in the U.S. because soon it will be too late. God bless you all, Trump 2020!
Guys, that's a school teacher that's here to protect our youth. That's a school teacher that's given her life to make sure that our children are being taught correctly. That's somebody that's a hero, that doesn't give the respect they deserve, that isn't given the respect they deserve. Guys, we all come from every different walk of life, and it goes to show you we all have a piece to play in what's happening in this country. And here you are playing your piece, so I'm proud of you all here right now.
Shout out for Kansas.
Shout out for Kansas. Thank you, Kansas, for bringing us Bernadette Williams. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say something, kind of running off of what this patriot that's taller than me, Candace, said.
A little bit closer.
Yeah, so we have an online business. We're connected with people from all over the world, and we're very vocal on Facebook, on all social media. We're getting contacted by people from all these other countries saying, thank you for speaking up. Thank you for speaking up for this president. Our country depends on this president getting reelected. And it does. And that's something that's huge. So, Donald Trump, he's putting America first, but he's fighting for the world. He's fighting for every country. Like global enslavement, because that's what the deep state wants. That's what the globalists want. They want to enslave us all. Every one of us. And when America falls, they got it. They got their global enslavement. So we need Donald Trump for a second term, and then all of his kids for the next 40 years. Right? Maybe you could throw Mike Pence in there too, right? Because Mike Pence is the only man capable of standing side by side with Donald Trump, right? So, again, we need to pray for this man every second of the day, every day of the week, right? Whether he's, I believe that he's going to get reelected, right? Because that's God's plan, and God is going to oversee all evil, right? He's going to, so the good is going to outdo the evil, and Trump's going to get reelected. And we just got to keep praying for him and his family and their safety, and that God can keep guiding him and freeing the rest of the world.
Amen.
Drain the swamp! 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 Hey guys, I see some people walking out over there. Why don't we give them a round of applause? They're walking out. He looks like to be some workers. Give them a round of applause. Let's show them love. Show the workers love. We love you. Keep working and keep counting, please. I'll buy you lunch. I'm happy, or dinner, whatever. We got some doctors in the crowd for Adderall too. We keep it going. Listen, I tell you guys too, real quick, to go off what that guy was just saying, is I had a buddy, he's over in Egypt. I have a side of the family, I come from Tunisia, my dad's Tunisian. I've been in North Africa. When Barack Obama won, I remember getting in a taxi in North Africa, and the guy was like, oh my God, we're so excited Barack Obama won. And I remember thinking, I was like, wow, the world was inspired by the President of the United States. Guys, fast forward 8 years later, and everybody in those countries hated when Obama and Biden were in presidency. All of them watched them bomb the Middle East over and over, and they were not happy. I have a friend in Egypt that said, Adele, we need Trump to win. That's coming from Egypt. People around the country, around the world, are waiting for this president to win. I don't hear anybody I know from any other country saying we can't wait for Biden to win. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. China is so excited right now. They are beyond excited. China's so excited that all their manufacturing jobs they got might be coming back if Biden were to get in. And that's why we need to protect it, guys. We need to keep our jobs here in the Americas. Mexico, America, United States, and Canada. Keep it within here because we have a beautiful continent. We have a beautiful country. But when you know that other people around the world, besides China and Russia and Ukraine, are all voting for Trump, there's something to be said. So guys, being out here and making sure they hold true to their work is what's important here. So I want to let them hear it again. Count the votes. 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 Count the votes.
Count the votes.
Hey guys, so I just want to say thank you to every single one of you that is out there tonight. Make some noise for yourselves. Louder! Louder for the people in the back. Make some noise for yourselves. You guys all look beautiful tonight. You know what? There's not a doubt in my mind that we will win Arizona. We are going to keep Arizona red. And we will make America great again. Turn it red. Keep 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 it red. So the fight has only begun here. As we've been saying all throughout the night, unfortunately myself and several others out here have now been banned from social media.
100%.
But that's why we need everybody else out there. Younger folks, older folks, it doesn't matter. Get on Facebook. Get on social media. Get out there, start live streaming. Create a YouTube channel. Get on Instagram Live, Facebook Live. Make sure that this is known tonight, that the American people are the ones that stood up and protected their constitutional rights. Not the Democratic Party, not just the Republican Party, but the American people, one nation, under God. Men and women created equal under the Constitution that we have all stood here tonight. So again, make yourselves known. Give yourselves a round of applause for everybody that's live streaming tonight.
I don't have anything.
If you guys have not already started following him, I would have to say you should. On Instagram, it is @Adele_believe. This guy, I got the personal awesome honor of actually getting to meet him. He sounded and seemed like a phantom. I want you to know our relationship goes a little deep into other things, something that we are both very passionate about. I'm sure you guys would like to hear the Save Our Children movement. Yes. I got the honor of speaking with him. I was like, holy crap, he wants to meet with me. It was on my 6th anniversary, wedding anniversary. I was like, screw that, there'll be a number 7. Let's go talk to this guy. I got the honor of talking to him for 3 hours. This guy is a man with a plan. Do not be surprised if he is running for president one day. This guy is awesome. If you guys have not started following him, @Adele_believe. This guy is amazing.
No. I'll admit that. 2032, you got it. I will fight for America. I'll say that right now.
Believe. This man is amazing. The things he does is amazing. The works that he brings forth are amazing. I watched him and I had goosebumps from my head to my toe just watching him get out there and fight for the children. So if he's running for president in the future, you better vote for him. Say, I know that guy!
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna jump back in here because I just met somebody on
State Representative Kelly.
State Representative Kelly Townsend, Senator-elect. But I just met somebody who was talking on the side here, and I'm gonna introduce him. He's a little shy. His name is Taylor. He flew in all the way from dark blue Oregon to join us here tonight. Taylor, come forward over here. Taylor came here just to join you guys. I'm so excited that someone from Oregon, which that's where I'm from, by the way, Southern Oregon. I'm telling him how to turn Oregon red, right? Yeah. Here's how he's gonna do it, and I'm gonna tell you guys too. If you don't know what a precinct commitment is, I want to tell you that right now. One of the most powerful things you can do right now, if you're a Republican or in any party that you're in, but in the Republican Party, we sign people up to be a precinct committeeman. They're involved in getting out the vote. They're involved in protecting the planks of the Republican Party. They're involved in voting for the leadership. It is the most powerful thing you can do and make a difference for what we're trying to do. Remember, this is easy. Precincts where you vote, right? Your precinct committeeman. And that is a PC. Like, we don't like PC, but in this case we do. Be a PC. BeAPC.com. Go to BeAPC.com, read about it, see if you want to do it, sign up. You'll get appointed in February. It is the most important thing I can tell you if you don't remember anything else tonight. Sign up, and I'm going to recognize Jim back over here. Raise your hand, Big Jim. He's the one who reminded me that we need to recruit PCs. Thank you, Jim. It's so important. Thank you, Taylor, for coming all the way from Oregon. You want to say a few words? Woo!
Nobody can see you. I'm a former Marine, and about 6 hours ago bought tickets to fly down here and support. Closer? Yeah. So I'm a former Marine, and about 6 hours ago I saw Ali Alexander and Mike Cernovich, what they're doing down here, so I want to come and support you all. So I'm here for a couple of days, and looking forward to help what you guys are accomplishing here. So, hoorah, simplify, and appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Ellie.
All right, so what Kelly was saying about being a PC, super important.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, so we wanted to bring you a little bit of that, but the speakers are continuing to talk, so we're just going to move around to the parameters here just a little bit and possibly interview some people. But we want to show you the scope of the crowd out here. There's so many people out here. The crowd has grown significantly since we got here about 45 minutes ago. I mean, there's just tons and tons and tons of people out here. It's really grown. And again, we're outside of the Maricopa County Tabulation Center here in Phoenix, Arizona. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight on Right Side Broadcasting. I mean, this is historic right now, guys. Yes, we are. What's your name?
I just want to say hi, Nicole.
Hi.
I'm a big fan. Love you guys.
What's your name?
Nicole.
What brings you out here, Nicole?
To support our president.
What do you think about everything going on?
I think that we're in a battle between the spirit of darkness, and they're trying to take our voices, and we need to stand up for what's right. That's what I think.
Why do you think they're so confident doing this election still?
Because they have power. They have all the power. And Donald Trump stands alone. Mostly he stands alone.
Yeah, you've heard of Right Side Broadcasting?
I love
before?
Right Side Broadcasting.
Okay, good.
I
Yeah.
watch you guys every Trump rally. You guys are the ones I stream because you show the crowd every time. Yeah, I love you guys.
Yeah, and tonight's no different. Whether it's Walter Reed Hospital, whether it's a President Trump rally, or this is a Trump rally, and you have all these people out here. One of the main reasons we're out here is because we feel like the president is alone. He has no allies in the media whatsoever. They're holding press conferences every day, and nobody is showing up that supports him. And
we saw you guys in Pennsylvania today.
Yep, we're in Pennsylvania. We have another crew headed to Michigan, and we're here in Arizona.
You guys really are great. And yesterday I had been interviewed by CBN News, and they totally edited the whole clip of what I told them and put in a little piece and then twisted the whole narrative.
Yeah, I think that the encroachment on the First Amendment is just absolutely insane. Have you seen that the president's tweets are getting shadow banned, canceled? They've cranked it up big time. Do you think big tech should have this much power?
It's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
That they literally have more power than our Congress people, than the elected officials.
And even more than them. We should have more power than them.
Yeah.
But what they've done is they've effectively taken the power away from the American people. They have subverted this election to where it's being decided by whoever counts the votes big tech in the news, mainstream media.
No, I agree with you guys. That's why I always stream Right Side Broadcasting. And then when Fox News called Arizona so early, it was a seal on the where they're in cahoots. They're all in cahoots with each other, and that signified it for me. Like Fox, I can't probably say it on your network, but bleep Fox.
Yeah. I think they get what you're saying right there. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, guys, what's happening right now is President Trump is being censored. His message is being censored in real time as he's speaking even. All of the networks cut away from his press conference today. That happened around, I want to say 5 o'clock. We're in Mountain Time, so probably 7 o'clock Eastern. President Trump gave an address from the White House, and all of the networks cut away right as he was talking about the election fraud, which we see happening, which the media continues to deny, despite the fact that there's videos online of people burning ballots, filling out ballots, boarding up windows so that poll watchers can't get in, can't see inside. They lack transparency. But then they say, there's no fraud, there's no fraud. Well, if there's no fraud, then shouldn't they want people to see that there's no fraud? If there are no fraudulent or illegal ballots, shouldn't they allow poll watchers in there to confirm it? Because then if Biden wins, doesn't it solidify his victory? Do you want any Trump supporter to doubt the validity of this election? If in fact it's not rigged, it's not fraudulent, it's not illegal, shouldn't you want the transparency? No, they don't want it because they're rigging it. And anyone with two brain cells to rub together can see exactly that. They're doing it. Why are they doing it? Because they don't fear any consequences, because no media is going to hold them accountable. They just continue to do this. And we're going to try to get more testimony, get more interviews with people out here who share that frustration. So let's just kind of scan the crowd here. This is crazy. They've been censoring the president's tweets. Every tweet that he's put up has been shadow banned, if not deleted outright. Thank you. What's your name?
Phyllis.
Phyllis? You know Right Side Broadcasting?
Oh my gosh, I watch all of your rallies, all the Trump rallies. I love you guys.
Oh, we appreciate you. Thank you for supporting us. What are your thoughts on everything that's going on in our country right now?
It is not fair. This is definitely spiritual warfare.
100%.
Yes, and I believe our president, with our prayers, he will be our president for the next 4 years. I do believe that.
So you think he'll be able to triumph through this?
I know he will be. We're praying for him. He will. He'll be able to do this.
Why do you think that they've been so bold lately? It seems like they don't care, that they're doing it just in broad daylight, in plain sight.
You know, I think it's. I think I'm not really sure why. They're brazen. I'm not sure why it's like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's really crazy. He had a press conference earlier today, and 5 of the main networks cut away from the press conference as he was speaking, and they said he's spreading misinformation. They're censoring the president of the United States. This is unprecedented. We've never seen anything like this before.
I don't know how they get away with it. Something has to be done, and I believe when Trump does get back in, for these next 4 years, there is going to be a change when it comes to big tech. There's going to be a change. People are going to jail. I think we're going to see some heads roll and people will go to jail. I really do believe that.
Yes, I'm hoping.
With him, if he gets back in office, which I know he will get back in office, lots of things are going to be exposed. When it comes to the Hunter Biden and Joe Biden and the crime family, I think more people will be exposed. Not only them, but more people. So
yes, indeed.
We'll see what happens.
Yes. Well, thank you so much.
I love you guys.
Thank you for supporting us. I'm going to hand it on over to Liz here. What's going on, Liz? Where you been at, stranger?
Thanks, Mike. Waiting for you guys to come back to home base, protecting the equipment. We are still here at the Count the Vote rally outside the Maricopa election facility, and it looks like we will not be getting any more results possibly until Saturday, according to an NBC News source that said they spoke to an election official. So pretty insane. It makes a lot of sense as to why people are continuing to stand out here. And some say for as long as the night goes on, they are going to remain here. If they have to call in sick to work tomorrow, that's what they're going to do. So there's a lot of support for President Trump. A lot of people are wearing flags as capes, walking around holding the flags on the polls, and people from all different backgrounds. I also think it's safe to say I'm one of the few people not carrying here tonight, unfortunately. I don't think TSA would have approved that very much. Oh, thank you very much. Would you like to do a quick interview?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, okay, cool. So we're just here trying to get to know the people and figure out what inspired them to come out to tonight's rally. So we'll start with what's your name, where are you from, and a little bit of background about, you know, what you do.
So you want me to talk about me? I'm all right at that. My name is Kevin Reese. I've lived in Arizona now for probably about 20 years. I was in the military.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was fun, you know.
What branch?
I was in the Marines.
I feel like that's like the hard one. What do you think?
You know, the funny thing about the Marine Corps, it makes the rest of your life kind of fun. So it was great. Good folks. And the worse things got, the better the people were. So it was a pleasure and an honor. I'm out here because of my children. I have a son who's a cop. A daughter's a cosmetologist. I got another daughter in college. And I think that my generation might be the last generation that learned civics. So that's a missed thing in our education system, and I don't want to see this system go away or evaporate or kind of get stolen from us. So we're concerned about, I mean, you know, Dances with the Stars can get an election done in 5 minutes. 130 million votes or something crazy, right? And we can't count? I mean, here's the real thing. We shut this country down for the corona. Well, the corona is real, so is the Bill of Rights. If we could shut the country down for corona, we should be able to shut the country down one day a year, and we all go and vote in person. Yeah. I voted with an absentee ballot, and I remarked to my wife, I voted in person with the paper ballot. They handed me a Sharpie. I remarked to my wife, I go, it's bleeding through onto the back. I didn't vote the back side of the ballot. I couldn't vote those judges because I didn't want to contaminate the front side. How can that be a thing in America? So I'm concerned at the systemic disenfranchisement of every American. Everybody's vote should count.
There's a big discrepancy right now on whether or not the Sharpie ballots are being counted. Have you heard anything regarding the state of Arizona? Is your ballot good to go? Do you think it didn't get counted?
Well, so if you vote in person, you put your ballot into a reader machine, and it'll evaluate it right there, valid, invalid. When you vote early, you put it into a sealed box. You have no way of knowing. So this is like a mystery to me. I know it was accepted, but I don't know what that means. So I don't know.
I voted early in the state of Georgia, used a computer, and printed off. I mean, I think it's just interesting for people to know how every state is so different.
It's part of the system, sure.
So I voted on a computer early, it printed off my ballot, and then I took that to a machine, put that in, got a card out, and put my card in a box. So it seems like a pretty different system that everyone's been using. Do you think it might be easier if we do the same system throughout all the different states, or what is the solution to these issues that are clearly happening with our election process?
Well, so constitutionally, each state has a whole lot of sovereignty when it comes to elections, and that's important. It's part of the model. A good state would look at what worked for the states that had the least amount of fraud or disenfranchisement. But we would be trusting the politicians to do that, and I kind of think a lot of them are satisfied with the current system. It's exploitable to their advantage, perhaps. I don't know that. I do think there probably needs to be some kind of consistency enforced at the federal level. And the Supreme Court, they can't look at each state individually if there's a case of mass voter fraud. The fact that the states are calling the vote counts at different times.
That was my next question for Arizona.
Why isn't, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and then Arizona's holding out? Election day was 2 days ago. We really need to tighten this up, but the problem is the fox is guarding the hen house on that one.
Have you ever experienced this in the state of Arizona before, whether it be local elections or presidential?
Never. No.
What do you think is the main cause of this delay being so significant this year?
Well, I can't put my finger on it. I do not know. It's suspicious, though, and that's the problem. We have to be able to trust the result. The world is watching the United States of America right now. As always. So, a national holiday to vote? if we can shut the country down for Corona, we can shut it down for democracy.
Very well said. Well, thank you for interviewing us with us here at RSBN.
Be safe.
Thank you so much. We're going to continue interviewing, jumping into the crowd, seeing, just like him, what brought and inspired people to come out to this rally. So let's walk around a little bit more. Again, there's people from all different backgrounds. Hi, would any of y'all be okay doing an interview? Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah. All right, just going to continue walking. Hi, come here. Let's do an interview.
I'm almost tempted to send a super chat to you, like, oh, say hi to my 5 dogs.
Well, will you do an interview with me?
Sure.
You're already doing one.
I'm interviewing you.
So what's your name and where are you from?
Cece Casper, the friendly ghost Casper.
Where are you from, Cece?
Originally Philippines, but Yuma, Arizona, and I moved here in Phoenix, yes.
When did you move to Phoenix?
Like 2 years ago.
Okay, very good.
My husband was a retired Navy SEAL and he passed away. So that's the reason why I moved, so new start. But
I'm sorry for your loss.
Today, I was just imagining how my husband's saying all this because he's a very, very vocal advocate and conservative patriot. He was a Navy SEAL. He's our Navy guy,
What would your husband think of what's happening in today's election?
Oh my God! Of today's election, if he's here right now, he is not happy for sure. Like we'll scream out, not happy, and like. Super mad, yeah.
So President Trump was able to rally in Yuma not too long ago. Have you ever been able to catch one of his rallies in person?
Not in Yuma, but we've been in Prescott and Goodyear, yeah! And we love you, President Trump, and we're always here, and we're behind you.
So for those who were not able to go to the rally and see the support that you were able to see in person, how would you describe the support you saw in both Prescott and Goodyear, Arizona for President Trump?
Oh my God, it's nothing to compare, like negative to 10 or 1,000. And that's why we cannot believe this. This is super loud and clear fraud is going on.
What were you expecting the election results to look like for Arizona?
Well, we expect that at the end, our president, we're gonna win. Because God is favoring us, and it's obvious it's a fraud, and our president is smart, and we are smart behind him, so we know he is 3 steps ahead of everything. So,
are you going to continue to fight for President Trump?
Yes, forever, and for him, yeah, for more years.
Thank you, Cece Casper.
Thank you. Yeah.
We'll be here all night. So. Oh, no. All right, another interview. What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Joey Byer, and this is my son, Caden, and we are from Phoenix.
Phoenix. All right, so how long have you lived here in Phoenix?
3 years.
3 years. Have you ever witnessed something like this when it comes to local elections?
No, not at all. And I actually was one of the people, I posted on Facebook, I actually was one of the people that was kind of forced to use a Sharpie. It was crazy.
I've heard a lot about that. Is that a Phoenix thing? Is that... Explain it to the viewers at home when you say use a Sharpie.
All right, so when I went in to vote, I, checked in and I got my ballot. And we were kind of led to the table where we got our ballots, and there was a bunch of Sharpies on the table. I had a pen with me, and I asked if I could just use my black ballpoint pen. They said, no, we have to use these. And it was a fine tip Sharpie. And I thought it was kind of weird, but I went ahead and did it. So as I was filling out my ballot, it was like bleeding through the other side. I didn't even get to fill out the other side of my ballot. So I brought it to their attention. Well, as I was bringing it to their attention, there was like 5 or 6 other people, and there was a lady who was like extremely vocal about it, and was really upset because we could not finish our ballots. And the guy told us that was totally fine. Don't worry about it. I asked if we could have
getting to vote for certain topics.
I asked if we could have another one, and he said no, he couldn't do that. So I tried to take my phone out and take a picture of it, and they told me, like, we can't. I mean, I don't know if it's illegal or whatever, but they wouldn't let us do that either. And 5 or 6 of us, like, were just talking about it on the way out. Like, I felt like it wasn't going to count or something was wrong. You know, I felt like I didn't get to, like, actually vote, really. You know what I mean? It's kind of an uneasy feeling. They just kind of pushed us through, didn't give us an answer.
What type of questions, what were you voting for on the back? Was it amendments or special elections?
Special elections, and then like some of the things we have going on here locally, just that kind of stuff. I mean, it wasn't like the actual vote, the main, like voting for Trump or Biden, but still,
You're
like
the second person out of my 3 interviews tonight that has said they couldn't fill out the back.
right.
That's 100%.
Right, it's about 100%, right. And you know, it's kind of crazy because I posted it on Facebook, and a lot of the people that are on there are saying, oh, you know, it's not a big deal, it's a conspiracy, but you didn't experience it, you know what I mean? You weren't in there, you don't know.
It's your vote.
Right. And I don't know. And all the stuff that's going on right now just kind of makes me feel like it was, you know, it's all been planned for a minute, you know what I mean? So.
Do you think there's a solution to what's going on here? I mean, it's a loaded question. There's so much clearly that's not normal this year.
Right. I understand it is a loaded question, but the thing is, it doesn't matter who you vote for. This is America, and I truly believe that we all have that right. We're given that right. God gave us this right to be here on this earth, that everything should be even across the board. There should just be one standard for every place. Like, it shouldn't be, well, these guys get to do this, these guys get to do this, and we're going to change it at the last second. I mean, if the ballot is a ballot, it only has, you only use this, or, you know, just some kind of a straight line standard. Like, in order to, I don't know, make everything, I don't know, even, I think there just be one rule across the board for everybody.
We've seen a lot of optimism from President Trump in his campaign, especially with the Arizona GOP saying in the end President Trump is going to win this election. He's going to flip the state of Arizona red. What are your predictions on the state of Arizona as well as the election at whole?
So if you travel around, and I know you guys have been here quite a bit throughout this last year and following President Trump, you know, everywhere you go, it's Biden, Pence, Biden, Pence. You just see it. You see people wearing the hats and the shirts and the signs all over on the street. In my heart, I truly feel like Arizona is red. You know, we have such a great mixture of people here, minorities and just everybody. And everybody that you feel that I don't know, sense of unity and everybody feeling the same way. And I honestly feel like this is a red state. And I truly believe from the beginning, this country's going red. Like, it should have been red. Like, it was going red. In 2 hours, everything changes, you know, and that's never happened before. So I pray every day, and I believe in our president. I love our president, and I know, he's, I don't know. I know that he's gonna win. He's gonna prevail. He's gonna fight for us like he always has.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Actually, keep praying.
Broadcasting is the greatest. You guys have to watch them. Please follow them, guys. Thank you.
I love it. Thank you. All right, let's figure out what this crowd migration is all about. We're gonna see if we can make our way.
Alex Jones.
Oh. Alex Jones has arrived, so we are going to see if we can get a little bit closer. The crowd is getting very excited.
Let's get it up there. Wow. Alex Jones is in the building. Or not the building, outside. This is crazy. So Alex Jones just showed up and people have stormed this area. This is quite the scene, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna try to bring it to you live. I mean, it's gonna be tough, but if we can get an interview with Alex Jones, we will do that. But we're gonna get a camera up here and get the microphone in front of him if we can. We're doing our best. We appreciate you guys. Share this, because you know this is about to be epic. We need you to share this. Get this in front of some eyeballs right now. Here we go. We're going in for Alex Jones. Alex Jones. We're working on it. We're working on it, ladies and gentlemen.
76! 1776! 1776! 1776! 1776! The globalists thought they defeat our country. They've only awakened the sleeping giant. Burn in hell, Joe Biden. Burn in hell, Bill Gates. Burn in hell, Fauci. America is awake, and we are never backing down. And I want to salute these amazing people. In defiance of tyranny, you are amazing people. America is awake. Woo! Free the police! Free the police! Free the police! Who built the cages? Adrian Bontas! You are such an Alex, I love you. Alex, you're an icon! I want to hug.
We're going to try to get Alex Jones on camera. We're close, ladies and gentlemen. We're close. We're going to try to get it. We're trying to get this for you guys.
With you in defiance of the globalists, and the whole world is watching you. And the whole world sees your resistance, and that's why I flew here tonight to be with you, and I salute you. You are the resistance. USA! 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 USA!
You gonna give a little speech?
Alex. We're trying to get Alex Jones here, ladies and gentlemen.
You're welcome that way.
As you can tell,
Guys, give me some room.
a real Patriot celebrity here.
Alex, can you turn around?
Well, unfortunately, we're not able to get in there. It's going to be tough, guys. But we're trying. We would like to get that. It's going to be tough.
That was
The dude is a
awesome.
What do you?
I just saw Alex Jones' interview with Joe Rogan, and I want to tell him so bad, but I'm 7 months pregnant, so I got to stay out of the mob.
Alex Jones is a patriot.
Oh, I love it, yes. And his interview with Joe Rogan the other day was absolutely great, especially when they were talking about the Great Reset. I posted it in the comment section. Look it up, the Great Reset in Davos.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wow, Alex Jones. That man has red-pilled millions around the world. Like I said, guys, this is crazy. This is a global event. This is no longer just about the United States of America. This is about the world. This is about freedom. Freedom. Freedom is our birthright. The left does not want us to be free. They simply don't. It's just that simple. So we're gonna just follow the crowd here. We're just kind of rolling with it. You know, it's obviously chaotic. With right side, where you guys, you're used to a little bit more structure. We're up on the risers, showing you the crowd from a bird's eye perspective. But we're gonna do our best to just adapt to these times that we're in. Things are different now. It's talking about the Chi-Coms.
You are all involved in. I want to thank and appreciate and salute every man, woman, and child that's here. Of course. All race, colors, and creeds who have red blood and love America. Let's go! And we are speaking out, and this is an historic moment where the enemy and the globalists are brought out in the open, and where they got to openly try to steal the country. And now we're having out the open fight. No matter what happens in this election, the fight's out in the open now. That's right. And I salute you.
Wow. I should have known I was a celebrity when I saw hundreds of people running in one direction.
The only place Joe Biden's going when he sees Jalen's son get into a prison cell.
I just gave you $100 last week.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Keep doing
You know
stuff,
what?
right?
We're going to keep doing this for at least 4 more years, right?
Please, guys.
Well, you know what? God's going to bless you guys, and He's going to restore the media to us. He is.
I've been to
going
7
truth-
Trump rallies, and you
The
guys
truthful
are
media. We got to.
He is going to restore you.
These-
He's going to honor. Trump didn't do all this. He didn't bring Trump to this point for it all to stop now. It's going to keep going.
Yeah.
And He's going to restore us.
Yeah, we've come way too far to turn back. I feel like there's so much love and unity amongst people in these crowds. I feel it every time I come out. It's divine.
It is divine. It is. God raised him up. He did raise him up. And the night of the election, I was like, almost cried myself to sleep, but I kept thinking, no, this is God. He has a purpose here, and I think the purpose is to expose the corruption. And He's going to, the Bible says that He uses everything for good. And He's going to use what's going on now for good. And it's going to bring out everything that's been going on. We have no idea what that man has been up against and how he has fought for us. So for us not to come down here and fight for him would be wrong. So,
yeah. And
thank you for everything you guys do.
Oh, we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guys, you see, this is a wild scene out here. We're loving this right now. This is so incredible. So Alex Jones is obviously gobbling up all the attention here. There's literally nothing else going on in this parking lot except Alex Jones. If we can get any closer, trust me, we will. But he is being surrounded by hundreds of people. He'll be lucky to get out of that crowd. I don't know. This is crazy. But guys, if you can, please share this. Share this stream. Get it in front of some eyeballs. Let's get the truth out here, man. Everybody's coming out. You know it's crazy. See, this is grassroots, organic patriotism. This is a true movement. This is a real movement. This is a true movement to save this sovereign republic. We're going to do it. I still believe it. In the 11th hour, as they're about to steal this election from underneath us, subverting the will of the people, we're going to win this. We're going to win this thing. So we'll just continue walking around because I'm sorry, we just can't. I know you want us to get as close as we can to Alex Jones. We just can't right now. We just can't right now. But I do want to shout out some super chats. We've got super chats. Sorry, we get distracted. We can't get to them, but I want to get to them now. Dome says America will never be a socialist country. You got that right. IWD says we can't lose. If MAGA goes, so goes America and the West. Shane Mass, thank you for your super chat. Chris G, thank you for your super chat. We got a new member, Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. Also, Kristen is a new member. We got a super chat from Sammy. Sammy says 1776. We got another super chat from a name I can't pronounce. Apologies for that. God bless the USA. Trump 2020 vote one mailing voting fraud. CCP must track until the end of delicately. I don't know. I can't pronounce that word. I'm sorry. Protect the freedom. Oh, from South Korea. Rigged election. Okay, I get what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Thank you for your super chat. I do appreciate you. Rosa Brand says, now this is a real protest, not the evil nonsense coming from the left. Jay Heller says, support a free and fair election no matter the result. We will support a free election no matter the result. It's not about making sure that the outcome is President Trump wins. We've already done our part to make sure that he wins. We cast our vote. Now we want it to be a fair election. We want only votes to count that are legal and that were cast in the allotted time. Liz?
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, it's looks like Alex Jones showed up and
stole the show.
All right, we're gonna try and see if we can figure out what he's saying for you guys. Everyone else seems to be interested. Let's cut left right here. Oh, he's standing on a car, so excuse us.
The president is watching the example. You're not going to let him steal this. We're not going to let him steal it.
He's saying the world is watching the state of Arizona. The president is watching how the state of Arizona is handling this. Alex Jones is leading the crowd here at the facility in the USA chant.
But it's our country, and this country's being captured by the globalists.
America's not perfect, but it's our country.
We're not going to let a communist Chinese agent take control of this republic.
We're not going to let a Chinese communist agent take control of this republic.
Watching what you do now, and the world is watching. Everyone out there, big tech, is engaged in absolutely massive censorship against every major conservative account, Fox News host, the president. Big tech is in league with the globalists, and the Chi-Com is attempting an information coup against America. And when we take this country back, they must be held accountable.
We will fight!
Spend life in prison. The heads of Google, the heads of Facebook, the heads of Twitter, the heads of all of it, bet against America and bet against your freedom and surveilled you and tried to enslave you and help China put 3 million Muslims in death camps and 1 million Christians and Buddhists in death camps for these scumbag big tech companies who want to do that to us, and we're here to tell them we don't know how this is going to end. But if they want to fight, they better believe they've got one. If they want to fight, they better believe we're ready to fight. And we're going to win. We're not going to fight their little meth head Antifa scum. We're going to take on the Soroses and the Bezoses and the Gates. We're going to take it directly to those scumbag Nazi bastards that thought they'd kill this country, just like we did Hitler. And they'll be in their goddamn bunkers when we come for them. They will be hiding. They will pay. They will be destroyed because America is rising. 1776 is the answer to 1984. Let's go! 1776! 1776! 1776! 1776! 1776! 1776 will never be conquered. That spirit of human liberty is bigger than America. It's the human soul, and it's spreading out worldwide, demanding its liberty, and we will have 1776 come hell or high water. You think your attempt to steal this election is a defeat for us? This will only awaken the sleeping giant. If they're even able to remove Trump, that will make the defeat much worse down the road. They better pray they fail, because they are conjuring the sleeping giant that will destroy them if they are successful in the first phase. America is a sovereign nation based on human liberty, and it threatens the very existence of the Chi-Coms and the globalists and the mega corporations that think we've lost our souls and lost our families and that we're dead and gone, but we're not. Their attacks on our freedom have only rekindled our humanity and only reminded us of who we are and have only awoken the titans of freedom. 1776! 1776! 1776! 1776! 1776! 1776! Freedom! The enemy fears 1776. fear freedom. They fear justice. And now as the country and the world awakens, now more than ever, you, because you came here and because you care, are the tip of the spear, and I salute you. I thank you in front of the millions of people watching right now in defiance of tyranny, who understand the cost and who are not backing down. This is our government. This is our country. This is our republic, and we are awake, and we are not backing down. And I want to just say I'm honored to be here with you, and I love you, America. America is rising. USA! 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 Make no mistake, this globalist takeover by the Chi-Coms, the EU, the radical Islamists, Hollywood, is against the very existence of our country. Get out of here! America isn't gonna lay down and die so easily, and that America is awoken.
Get that Antifa scum! Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out of here!
Remember what we talked about, guys?
Get the fuck out!
You corrupt globalists that think you're going to steal this election from the American people better understand we're watching you, Chi-Com agents. We're watching you, leftist scum, and we are fully aware of what you've done, and you have done your own destruction. America,
get out of here! Take their coats!
And America knows you're a bunch of Chi-Com fascist commies that will be defeated. You will never conquer America. You have only conquered the sleeping giant. USA! 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 The scum have all the banks, all the media, all the power. They are the system here trying to oppress Americans. But just like King George, 245 years ago, got his ass kicked, we're going to defeat Soros and Bill Gates just like we defeated the King of England. America is rising. It's rising. And that's why there's so much fear in the enemy, because they can smell their defeat. They can smell our strength and our honor, and we're never going to stop. And I salute you all for being here. Never back down. Never give in. And no matter what happens here, we fight on to the end. We never give up. We never back down, because the price of submission is slavery and hell for our children. Resistance is victory. And you are victory. I salute you.
Thank you, Alex!
We love you, Alex!
You're the man, man!
Back up now! Let the man walk by, guys!
Alex Jones!
Alex Jones!
Alex Jones! Alex Jones! Alex Jones! Alex Jones! Alex Jones! Alex Jones!
Go back that way.
What's happening? I don't know what's happening anymore. Alex Jones really knows how to stir up a crowd, doesn't he? That Alex Jones. That's a man on a mission right there, ladies and gentlemen. And he's powerful. He's got a lot of energy. Wow. This is crazy. Well, I guess he's done speaking, ladies and gentlemen, but he is surrounded by, he's got so many bodyguards. pretty much.
I love you guys.
Hey, what's going on, man?
I love you guys.
Oh yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.
She's around here somewhere. We just lost her in the crowd. She probably went over to follow Alex Jones. I don't know.
You want to see evidence of like bleeding on the ballots? Because here, I'll show you a picture of my ballot, my actual ballot.
Where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Montreal, Quebec. It's my first election.
Your first election?
For president, and I voted, of course, for Donald Trump. And the Sharpie thing that people have been complaining about, I noticed it when I went to go and vote. And when I actually filled out my ballot, I questioned them on it, and they're like, you just have to use this pen, it'll work. But it does bleed through, and when I turned it in, they were like, no, it'll be fine, the machine will accept it.
Did you look it up online? Because I think you can look up online to confirm after.
When you're actually like, when you actually submit it, when you actually submit it, if you didn't get a mail ballot or an early ballot, apparently you can't look yourself up if it counted or not.
Oh,
but
really?
When I actually submitted it and it went through the machine, they said it worked, but they didn't give me a receipt or anything.
Yeah, you know, it's very strange that depending on which state you live in, your experience voting and how the election went is totally different.
So you can see where it's bleeding through. That's the backside of it.
Yeah.
And so they're, you know.
Yeah, that's.
So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I didn't have this issue at all in Florida. In fact, Florida was very smooth, and that's the third largest state in the country. And yet we were done counting early. We knew the result early, because we have a Republican governor, a no-nonsense, law and order governor that made sure there was no nonsense during our election, and it showed. Right? And you notice all the states that are being hung up, with the exception of Arizona and Georgia, are all Democrat governed. Coincidence, maybe? I know I have a lot of friends that think everything's coincidence.
Too. That's the way I think. Optics, if you call Arizona early, and then all of a sudden it's delayed, and then it turns over to Trump eventually, which is what they've been saying, then they'll turn around and say, well, it was stolen, Arizona was stolen, blah, 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 blah. And then they'll try to delegitimize the president again for another 4 years and have a divided country. They're disgusting.
Yeah, Fox News. Boycott Fox News. Boycott Fox News.
Fox News and global elites, I'm on to you. We are all on to you.
Yeah.
For all patriots out there, staying strong.
The most un-American thing you can do right now is continue to support Fox News. When they called that election early, they called the results in Arizona, and they refused to retract, knowing the damage it was going to do. Now, no matter what happens, if President Trump pulls us out, they're going to say he stole it.
Absolutely.
And if Biden somehow wins, they're going to say, oh, he's a sore loser, trying to take him to court. We already know what they're trying to do here. And it was just so irresponsible and reckless. I don't know.
I love you guys. Keep doing the best that you can do. Say hi to Liz for me. Goddamn, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, Liz. No, she's not watching. She's out here somewhere. She's out here. All right, thank you. God bless you. See ya. So for those of you just tuning in, we're outside of the Maricopa County Tabulation Center here in Phoenix, Arizona, where this was a count the vote rally because and other states are saying stop the vote until we can get some poll watchers and get some transparency. But in Arizona, it's all about count the vote, and put pressure on these news networks to retract, to take this state out of Biden's win column, because they have not counted all the votes. Other states, they're still in the vote where Trump has the lead. This state, they won't give Trump the lead. They won't give him an opportunity because they weren't counting the votes, and they're not giving transparency. So anyway, that's what's going on here. But we had Alex Jones just show up, and it looks like maybe he's gone or he's somewhere else. I don't know. But we're bringing you all this action live. We appreciate you tuning in.
Hey guys, bring it on in for the prayer.
Love you guys. Praying for you guys. Just really appreciate you guys.
Thank you. What's your name?
Oh gosh, my name's Jordan.
Jordan, we appreciate you supporting us. Sorry to put you on the spot like that, but we're walking around with the camera.
I just want to say we're praying for you. We appreciate you. We're just watch all your rallies.
Thank you.
Told everybody to watch you.
What do you have anything to say to the president? You may be watching right now.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, it make me cry.
Yeah.
You know, the Bible says that man look at the outside, but God looks at the heart. And a bad tree cannot bear good fruit, and a good tree cannot bear bad fruit. And I think if you look at the statistics of your presidency, Mr. President, if you're listening, I mean, you bore some really great fruit. And that just tells me the Lord's working through you, and I'm grateful for you. Grateful for your wife. She's got a backbone of titanium. Grateful for you, your whole family. We're praying for you in Arizona. We're praying over this building right now.
Well, thank you very much. Oh, thank you.
My kids, I have 3 little tiny girls, and they would know you, recognize you, and be cheering for you right now. They love
Oh, that means a lot. That's incredible. Thank you. God bless you.
We're all on our knees praying.
So you know what? Let's get on our knees, guys, and let's pray. Let's get on our knees. Take a knee. This is what I'll take a knee for.
If you take a knee and you can't get back up, I'll help you. That's right.
God says when you get knocked down, you get back up again, right?
Amen.
You keep fighting. He said, you work and I will provide. He doesn't say stay silent and I will provide. He doesn't say let the government take over and I will provide. He says stand for your land. Our Constitution is the most beautiful document that was ever written. We need to protect this land. We need to protect our children. We need to protect the democracy and a fair and honest election. Everybody deserves to be an American. Everybody deserves the American dream. So as we pray, guys, I want you to pray from your heart right now, okay? Pray for the people that are suffering, the kids that are in tunnels right now, that have been sex trafficked, that are looking for help, the kids that are screaming because of domestic violence abuse, the people that aren't getting the education they need, the people that are lack thereof and unfortunately have disabilities and are being left behind, the communities that are told from one side that we're going to help you but have done nothing to help them. Let's pray for the man that is doing everything for every kind of person. God, I ask you to bless this land. I ask you to continue to bless this land. God, you are the Almighty, the Creator, the one that's given us the blessings that we have. But I do ask you to humble our hearts, because what we need is appreciation in this country. You have given us the greatest empire ever built in the world. You have brought us an opportunity for each and every one of us to achieve the American dream. God, we sit here tonight. We kneel to you tonight. We are as low as we will get to you, to anybody, to you, God. We ask that you answer our prayers. And God, all we pray to you is that you make this a fair and honest election. God, it is your plan that none of us can control. Not any of us will control. And we will accept the outcome of a fair and honest election, God, because your plan is the truth. And I ask you that you give us the lesson that you're trying to teach us right now. Give us that lesson that we're supposed to learn and go forward with. Because God, you have given us these blessings, but you always have to level us and keep us humbled. And we understand that's what's happening. But God, as we're here tonight, we have had success. You have given us success, and we have people that are in there, that are observing, that are watching over the votes right now. But God, we stand here tonight to make sure that all votes are counted fairly and honestly, and we ask that you watch over that. We ask that you put the goodness inside of that building and keep evil out. We ask that you take the fraud and the evil out of this country. We ask that you protect the rights of every citizen of this country, and you do it righteously. God, you are the only one that can create this and to handle what needs to be handled. And we put it upon you, God, because you said to us, you said, pray to us and you will answer. Well, we are praying to you, God. And we ask that you answer our prayers because you are the one that can answer it. God, we pray for our brothers and sisters in Pennsylvania and in Georgia and in North Carolina and in Wisconsin, and in Michigan, and every state in the United States of America, because God, what we're doing is we're standing up for every American right now, and I hope that you see that. Our hearts are full for every American, black, white, Asian, Mexican, Hispanic, Latin, Jew, Muslim, Christian. Everybody is counted in our prayer. We are the United States of America, God, and you have blessed us with this. I ask that you protect our democracy tonight, that you protect it for what's to come, and that you give us the right president that you believe should be the president of the United States. God, I say lastly to you, we ask that you give us President Trump for 4 more years. In God's name, amen.
We are still here outside the Maricopa.
I put Liz in a bad situation.
It's okay. We are here. We're waiting. The speakers. We just finished our prayer. Hats off. I think we are doing a Pledge of Allegiance again here in Maricopa. Again, the crowd is just here. They are rallying a peaceful protest here tonight to support that they want their votes counted. They want it done expedited. They want to know these results. So I think Arizona could ultimately steer the course of this election into a victory for President Trump. They think the state is going to flip red after being preemptively called for Joe Biden during this election. So.
And look, I'm not. This is not a conspiracy theory. Rome, the greatest empire besides the United States, fell when they forgot who they were. When they lost their morals and values, Rome fell. I'm not standing here preaching something of what I believe. I'm teaching you history and saying go learn your history. We need to protect our values and our freedom. Right? Everybody hold up your flags if you have a flag. Can I get all my Patriot women up front? We are Taylor saying the pledge. Man was designed to worship by me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Women up, women to the front. I got it.
Alright, they say women to the front.
Gotta make it fair. Women to the front.
I'm coming to the front. Oops, I'm sorry. Good to see you. Good to see you too.
I am not a fair cause. Women to the front.
Patriot women to the front. Mike, get up there. Patriot women.
Oh.
As Mike is making his way to the front of the crowd.
Let me shimmy on up there.
Like a bridal. Okay. I think they're tossing out good, so just for safety reasons, I'm going to back up.
USA! 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 Come on, guys! USA! 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 USA!
Hey guys, let me ask you something. How many of you are hurting right now? So I can tell your feet, your back, anything. I'm hurting right now. I can tell you my ribs, my back, my feet. But I'll tell you something. I've watched this president go day and night on 4 hours of sleep. He doesn't drink coffee. He doesn't drink alcohol. He doesn't have cocaine in his family. He's not taking money from China, Ukraine, and Russia to pay for some things that keep him up at night. He works day and night. He works day and night for this country. And guys, as much as we're hurting standing here, and we're going to hurt through the night, President Trump, we stand for you, and we thank you for standing for us. I do think, guys, hey, let's move this over a little bit closer to the building so when we chant, they can hear us in there. But respect the fence. So let's head a little bit towards that way.
You led with power. Closer to the building. Why don't we take a group photo? Yeah. Group photo.
This is cool.
We can post it on all our newsletters. Group photo. Group photo.
The crowd is migrating closer to the building so that their chants can be heard from the poll workers inside who are supposedly counting ballots. Not sure if they've gone home for the night yet or what. We haven't seen workers leave since about an hour ago. Not entirely sure what's going on inside the building. I did read a source from NBC who said that the election results for this county won't be released till possibly this weekend. Some looking as early as Saturday. So it is pretty crazy what's going on here. They are waiting to see President Trump secure a victory here in Arizona. Looks like he's still second in the polls to front-runner, currently Joe Biden. The group is getting together for a group photo right now, so we can probably stay back and Petrie.
Show them what we're doing. Show them what we're fighting for.
Get in there, guys.
Get up here.
Get in there.
Get in there. Get up here. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
One nation. Let's go. One nation. Under the camera. Let's do it.
I'm going to try and take a photo. Anyway, you can...
Come on up. I'm right here. I'm right here. Hold on. Hold on. Get in here, everybody. Let's do it.
I'm right here.
I got you. Where are you? Hey!
Hey!
All right, guys, bring it in. Group photo. Get your asses in there. Let's go. Let's go. Get in there. Get in there. Come on. Ladies, come on.
Hold that down.
Everybody in. We're doing a group photo. Let's go. Let's show them how big we were tonight. Everybody in. Group picture. Let's go. Get in there. Get in there. If we can't see your face, you might have to get down. You guys have to get down. You can't block all of it.
No, not you guys. Not you guys. You guys stand up. And make sure you get this in here, though.
Scoot over, LeMay.
Who's your president?
Anyone want a copy? It'll be $5.99. You can email me for a 5x7.
Hey guys, while we're here, let's get lots of Fontes in there. Ready? We're gonna do a little count the votes, okay? Count the votes! 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 Count the votes!
So the crowd is continuing to stay outside the Maricopa election facility and chant "Count the votes," despite the election facility and saying that they probably won't have results as early as Saturday. They're out here peacefully protesting, trying to see if they can get these votes faster than what is currently
Back the blue! 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 Back the blue!
Hey guys, take this moment right here to get on social media to give people here the time to do it.
I watch that every night.
Hey, we're gonna be here. They usually drop it at 9:30. Somebody find a correction for that. So we're gonna be here. We're gonna be hanging out. Let's all stay here hanging out. We're watching the news at 11. And then we're gonna also get back here at 10 a.m. So right now, I want you to get more people down here for the next hour and a half, 2 hours. We're gonna be here. Look, you all saw the riots on TV for the past 8 months. They actually got bigger at like 1, 2 a.m. There's no reason if we want this country to be what it needs to be, we should be here right now. And we need to put the pressure on them to negotiate now. I don't understand how 400,000 people.
What?
I didn't know you were on.
Oh, it's fine.
Did you make it? Yes, you did.
One second. Is it better?
Yeah, I think so. I cleaned up all the problems. I think so. The light. Oh, your light's over there. Here you go. Oh, you're good.
I think it's better. Yeah.
God bless you. Are we doing this tomorrow?
Yeah, 10 a.m. Morning time. See ya. Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Hey man, we're about to take over Arizona. We're getting close. You see 7 o'clock.
All right, guys. I went to go put our camera equipment up in the car to make sure it's all nice and secure. But appreciate everybody that's watching. Thank you for supporting us. One thing that's important about what's happening here is the narrative that these Trump supporters are disgruntled and they're angry and they're ready to riot because the president's down in the polls or down in the voting or whatever you want to call it. And it looks like there's a chance that he could lose. But anyway, the narrative is that these crowds are gathering so that they could be violent and riot, but it's not true. We're here to show you what's really happening. And you see, they're praying, people are giving out waters. They're trying to lift everyone up, trying to keep everyone's spirits high. We're staying hopeful. You can really feel the Spirit of the Lord out here. It's really incredible. But they're also very passionate.
You're leaving California and moving to the Republican state. Because for the past 15 years.
What's going on, guys? So yeah, there's lots of people out here. Very excited people. There's a little bit of a colorful language over there, so we're going to keep that away. So this is a family-friendly show, but let's give some super chat shout-outs. We got Schwa. Thank you for that Schwa. Thank you for that super chat. Frosted Sleet, thank you for the super chat. We got a new member, JC Rin. We appreciate you. We got a super chat in the amount of $17.76. I see what you did there, Matt Nelson. Matt says 2020 divided by 666 is Joe 30330. Do the math, people. God bless the USA, our Constitution, President Trump, and Right Side Broadcasting. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. God bless you. We've got a groundswell of support out here. This is turning into a Trump parade here. You got these cars and trucks driving by with their Trump flags now. I love it. Every time we go out to one of these things, you guys, it turns into just this big thing. And I love it because it's all 100% just grassroots from the ground up. People just organize it and it just comes to life. And we love it. We love it. Somebody said, these are real Americans. Someone said, Captain Trump. Someone said, fight the fraud. Mark Zuckerberg, you're going to jail, someone said. Someone said they subscribe. That's good. Yeah, make sure if you're watching this right now, you subscribe. Let's hit 800,000 subscribers tonight, guys. I think we can do it. Right now, we're at 792,000. Let's see if we can hit 800,000. There's just so much happening around here. I just love it. Let's see if we can hit 800,000 tonight. If we could hit 800,000, that would just be tremendous. Because it doesn't really pertain to the election anymore. Now it's just about getting the truth out. It's always been about that, but before it was about getting eyeballs on RSBN as we were bringing you President Trump's rallies live, start to finish, with no spin, no narrative. Now it's about getting the truth out there. It's about getting the truth out there.
Marine veteran, Trump. Marine veteran, Trump. He doesn't give a shit about America, Biden.
Okay.
And Kamala Harris sold out the black people more than anybody.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I wonder if he heard of Right Side Broadcasting before, because that was a little bit intense. He came in a little hot, just a little hot. But I think I handled it pretty well. I'm just like, yeah. This is the most pro-Trump media you're ever going to find. We go to every single rally. We show the crowd. The president retweets us. He literally retweeted us today. Oh, I know. We would not be over here if we were the fake news. We wouldn't be showing all of this. This is real. Yeah.
They came up to me, called me a Klansman yesterday.
Who did?
NBC or whatever.
Well, it's obvious.
I mean, yeah, look at me. I'm blonde, blue-eyed, right? Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah. They call me KKK for being a Trump supporter.
And the funny thing is, I was just saying to our live audience here, is how the news is spinning this as it's a bunch of disgruntled Trump supporters. They're angry that he's losing the election, so they're walking around with guns and they're ready to get violent. So we showed a live prayer. Hundreds of people kneeling, praying to God. It's all about love and truth and light and freedom. That's really what it's about. And it's not just the United States. It's a global thing. Everybody around the world is watching this. It's not just here. It's not just us. It's Canada. It's Brazil. It's Mexico. It's people in Central and South America. It's people in Africa. People are all around the world watching this. And most people are watching us now. They're not watching Fox News. You saw what Fox News just did the other day. What are your thoughts on that?
They're part of the Soros thing. I know for a fact, and I've known it. Liberals would always paint Fox as, oh, that's your go-to. I'm like, no, I think they're just in the closet. They just didn't want to come out, and they finally did.
Yeah.
I think they're controlled by Disney too. So
they are controlled. They're owned by Disney. So I mean, I think it's something like 6 mega corporations control like 90% of the news, and 85% of journalists are registered Democrats. Did you know that?
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah. I know for a fact.
Yeah, I knew about the 6 corporation thing. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. It's so much truth is coming to light, and that's why
it's not just the media. It's just corporations in general. You think that, oh, Taco Bell, it must be its own corporation. It's really not. It's part of a whole much larger conglomerate, and people don't know that. People think, well, I'm just going to boycott this restaurant or this store, but yet you don't realize how many other businesses that they own. So sometimes if you boycott this one store, they got like 10 other businesses. They don't care.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Yeah, we appreciate you supporting. I got to stay on to this chat here.
Sorry, though.
No, you're good. No, you were.
I really thought you were guys.
No, I'm just multitasking. I was going to.
Well,
yeah.
No, I can't tell you how many times they came up to us yesterday. It wasn't just them. I mean, BBC. It was Al Jazeera. They're going up to me, and I was with a group of Hispanics, and they're like, oh, you guys are Klansmen? Oh, are you guys white supremacists? Really? Do we look white? Do I have blonde hair, blue eyes? No, I don't. I'm not a white supremacist.
You know, isn't it hilarious how they continue to traffic in these lies? That narrative has been exploded. Like, President Trump got like half of the Latino vote in Miami.
That's right. As a matter of fact, a lot of Cubans and Venezuelans, people that have actually experienced socialism, they don't vote Democrat. They know better. They know what happened to their own home country. It's the Latinos that don't know, that never actually experience socialism, that vote for Democrats because they believe the lies that are perpetuated that, oh, vote for us because we're going to take care of you. The Republicans, they don't care about you. They're racist. They're this. They're that. And a lot of Latinos fall for that. And I think what we need to do, and we were talking about that earlier, is that we need to get the message out to say, no, look, we're not racist. Look, I'm a Trump supporter. I'm not white. There's Jews here. There's black people here.
There's immigrants.
There's immigrants. There's females here. Every race. There's gay people. Everything.
Yeah.
So we just want justice. We want to protect the integrity of our nation. That's it.
We just want freedom. Most people just want to be free and live their life.
If Biden wins fair and square, we all agreed we're going to just accept it. We're going to go back to the drawing board and try to take the next election.
Right.
It is. We're not trying to shoot anybody. We're not trying to riot, loot, burn down Best Buy. No, we don't care about that.
Yeah. Not a single Trump supporter will go and burn down anything. That won't happen. It's just not going to happen. I'm calling it right now. It won't not happen. We'll just go back to the drawing boards. Like you said, we'll come back even stronger. And we held the line in the Senate. They really wanted to control the Senate because then they could get a whole lot more stuff crammed through.
Oh, that's right. Even if Biden wins with the Senate, without the Senate, there's not a whole lot he could do. And the courts.
Mm-hmm. So we got the courts, we got the Senate,
and we have the Senate. So even if he wins, it's going to be very difficult for him.
Yeah.
So what we got to do though is we also have to focus and educate people on what we represent, because there's a big misconception out there when you have the media, whether it's print, radio, TV, social media, they censor us. We need to find independent platforms.
Like Right Side Broadcast.
We need to start talking to people, get to know people and say, hey, you know what? You know me. You know I'm not a racist. You know I'm a Trump supporter. Just here are the facts. We're not here to, burn crosses on your front yard. We're not here to hang you from a tree or nothing. That's just not what we do.
Yeah, it's plain to see, and that's why we come out here and we show this stuff, because people can look at it and say, actually, it's not violent like the news said. They're praying, and it's all kind of people from different walks of life, and they're peaceful. It's all good. That's what we do. The mainstream media will never come in here and show you that. Not without some kind of spin. They're out there trying to intimidate the people inside counting the ballots. We're not going to let it happen, guys. We're not going to let it happen. So, oops, I lost my stream here. 1 second. Let me hand it over to Liz.
Mike, please. Okay, got an interview here. So we're live with Right Side Broadcasting Network in Maricopa County. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is George Nima. I'm from Arizona for the last 25 years, up north, Scottsdale. And originally I'm from New York, but I was born in Jordan, Amman, the Middle East, Christian guy from the Middle East. So I've traveled, the world in some sort of. So if you could ask me whatever you want to ask me.
So what brought you out here today to this peaceful protest for counting the vote here in Maricopa County?
Well, I'm originally a filmmaker, and I decided to make a show. December 2nd, 2019, I've decided to make a media show. It's called Map Real Talk Show. And just because I got tired of listening to short segments of news where I never get satisfied of the whole picture. They only give me the narratives that they want. So as a filmmaker, I decided to say, okay, I'm going to do shows like a film documentary in every episode that I go to. So if you watch my shows, you will see that I went to events that nobody wants to talk to them. And I went there and I made their voice heard. I made them speak. I gave them a length. Long story short, I made it into a 90 or more minutes TV show. It's on YouTube channel. You could get to see it. I've covered Donald J. Jr. I've covered the president. I've covered everyone that walks that supports the United States of America. You may say, why I'm doing this, right? I come from Jordan. I'm a Catholic, Christian raised boy from the Middle East. And when I landed in this beautiful country, I did not know what to expect. And of course, you're going to get a lot of setbacks. And to cry about your setbacks would only just be fooling ourselves. You need to find your own niche. And one of them is this one. I love my country deeply, and I don't want to see our Constitution to go down the tube. Because that's what it's all about. Leaders come and go. I love Trump. I love everybody before him and after him. But if you don't support the Constitution, you're not my candidate. And that's really my message to the world. Everybody talks about amendments, second and third and fourth. I worry about the first one. It's liberty and justice for all, and it's freedom. If we lose this freedom, folks, which is we're all losing and we're being censored every day. If you lose your freedom, you lost everything else behind it. So forget even about voting. Everybody's talking about counting our votes. We should be worrying not only about counting the votes, we should be worrying about our system was going to happen in a year, in 5 years. Are we going to collapse? And that's where the catch for me. And at the end of the day, I'm trying to contribute to the country that hugged me and brought me in, paying them back. It has nothing to do with left, right, middle. I just love my country. I have friends that are Democrat, Republicans. I don't fight with no one in that regard because there's no room for it. The only thing I do, I expose the message. And my message to this, I don't do got you moment movie, I'll never be famous. But I do two things. the shakers and the makers. You guys are the future. And I'm so proud of you when I watch
You too?
you. Yes, I put you on my big TV. This is the truth. Because you guys are the future. That's why I help the students for Trump with Charlie Kirk. He knows. He'll tell you. I support everything that the youth are doing because my background is also in coaching. I coach soccer for 20 years. Yeah, director of coaching as well. So at the end of the day, I also worked with the biggest guys like Governor Ducey. He was one of my coaches for 4 years. I was the head coach of the whole league, and he was one of my coaches. I could go on and on. Senators. So I learned how they operate, and I respect them for what they have done, and I already know how achievers they are. So don't forget your channel too, right? You guys, when you first started, I was watching you. You know what I mean? 2016. I was like so impressed with your crew and the people that come and go. But at the end of the day, you guys kept it strong. You kept it going. And I talk like a coach sometimes, not even as being interviewed. It's because I love what America stands for, and I love the freedom that we get to share all this without repercussion. There's hope, you know what I mean? So that's it. You know, if you want to ask more, you're welcome.
Yeah, of course. So as far as today's rally in particular, you don't look like you have a camera. Are you documenting it?
I did document everything. I was on my way. I was leaving actually. Then he caught me. I was like with my cell right now. I got two cells. I'm always with a camera.
What have you learned from coming here today? What's your opinion on this event?
My take is on the new. Okay, I'm gonna get political now. As a media person, it's hard sometimes, but on the news they kept saying, oh, it was dangerous, the people had to leave the building because this is what was happening, it's not safe. So I said, I've done all these things, it's never happened. So I came down to document myself to see how peaceful it is and how beautiful it is that people like just voicing their opinion. They're not doing anything reckless, they're not damaging anything. I walked among every one of them. I interviewed every one of them, perhaps the ones that were shakers and makers, and even Alex Jones, and I could go on and on, Paul Gosser. I talked to many, Kelly Townsend. So I spoke to every one of them. And as I was leaving, my friend, which I don't know where he went now, he's my editor. He works sometimes part-time editor. He helps me out because I'm having a problem getting editors, to be honest with you. So he's been very fortunate to come forward to help us with our show to him. So he grabbed me. He goes, I think you should talk to you guys. So, I'm not going to lie to you. We need, the plug. I hope you plug us and, we get the viewers and stuff like that because a lot of people left us because of, the site that I'm covering. The Sans
What is the name of your YouTube channel? Is it MAAP Real Talk or how can they find it?
MAAP Real, REAL Talk Show.
Okay.
It's MAP Real Talk Show.
Are you on any other social media?
Yes, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, but I concentrate on YouTube because that's where people go, first. But I do all the other social network as well.
What are you predicting for the state of Arizona right now? This is a crazy time.
I predict it has to be red at this point because I think this is a red state. I've been here since 1996. And I know something is like maybe the Californian moved here. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Like a lot of people immigrated. Yeah, migration. So, but I think the counting, the only thing I'm shocked for the media, for you guys to know, what I found out, everybody that got canceled with their votes, from what I talked to everybody, was always a Republican. Yet to find one Democrat that he wasn't counted. So nobody showed up from the Democrat to say, hey, my vote did not count. So I'm not accusing anyone or I'm alleging. It's like, why is only the Republicans that get in the cancellation of votes? Maybe it's a mistake, maybe whatever. So I'm not going to harbor on this. But these guys need their voices to be heard, and that's what they're doing. And through you and us, maybe we'll get it out.
Hopefully, we're hoping so. When do you think we'll have the final counts come in?
In my opinion, now from listening to this, because tomorrow Charlie Kirk is having this big event. Yes, here.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Be careful, right here, yeah. And I think it's kind of coincidental. Like, I think they know more something than I do, but I'm only guessing. I think tomorrow we'll be able to find out. Because for them to be here with the mass people, they're just going to just give the announcement.
Well, good. Build some suspense for our audience. Yes. Make sure you're back with us tomorrow.
Stay tuned. Don't forget, don't go nowhere. We don't say goodbyes. We always say welcome. And this channel, we love you. We love your fans. We love the comments. I sit and I'm trying to catch up because, at this age it's hard. I catch up for your comments. And every one of you write so beautiful. And every day I learn something new. I am so proud of you guys. You have no idea from my stand of point. As an older person now, being a coach for a long time, I know how to kick butt, no offense to my word. But at the end of the day, this is the team that I enjoy. And I watch you guys continue. That's why I came to be interviewed by you because here, come on in. This is Lauren. This is my editor, if you don't mind.
What's happening?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Now, he knows I'm a staunch supporter of yours. That's why he dragged me from my car. I left.
I met him earlier. It was a pleasure.
And he goes, we got to talk to these people. You have to. And when he said, I said, what do you mean? I said, yeah, I know who they are. Like, you know what I mean? So this is him. Lauren, you want to say something?
Hey, I'm just so glad to be here. You know, I was watching the Dilly Show this morning, and he said to come on out here. And, you know, I wasn't expecting Arizona to really be in the spotlight. It's always been red. You know, they say all the kids from college are voting. You know, all the youngsters think that socialism is cool. They don't understand, you know, why they're getting everything for free. That soon turns into communism. Then we're in huge trouble. We can't get out of that hole. So, you know, I'm here to support our Constitution and uphold it. And I want to see I want to know what's going on in that building over there. And I want to make sure that our election is fair and balanced. And, you know, that's why I'm here.
Very well said, Lauren.
Oh, Lauren, that was on the
That
phone.
was like rehearsed or something.
Yeah, it's like
one take, right?
Yeah, that's all the editing he does. You know what I mean?
He knows what the people want to see. Very good.
Yeah. My editing is a little different with his show because it's raw, it's uncut. You know, we hold the camera and we just let it go. We don't cut anything, just like what the media likes to do is cut in between words and make things sound like, you know, they're coming out wrong. Well, we don't do that, and that's George's. You know, that's his specialty.
On this show, if you watch, you're gonna see not what the school taught you. Because no offense to the people, the school is great. You go to learn. But you're not creative if you copy everybody else. So you have to be your own. You have to make your own niche. My niche is if somebody's talking and you cut his word 50 times with different scenes, nobody's going to listen to the message. So constitutional, if you are, you want to hear the whole message. Like when Kelly Thousand was talking at my other rally, I made sure she finished the whole sentence before I cut off to something else. What I usually do, I'll do a back shot with second camera to catch them and blend it in a little, but mostly without interrupting the speech.
Very nice. And we like that style very much here at Right Side Broadcasting Network.
Well, I watch you all the time, and you, I tell you, you have a lot of... Can I talk to them a little
yes,
bit?
Yes,
here.
right
here. No,
hey.
You know,
hey, I'm right here, man.
I don't know what to say to you. You have so much knowledge, and so does she. You guys are unbelievable when you on air. Where'd that all come from? I know you guys are young. Like, I reversed back when I was your age. It was hard. Where that information comes?
It just comes from, I don't know, I guess just researching,
reading,
and I pray a lot before I go on air, and I talk to God, and God just gives me the words and the wisdom to say what I say.
Well, that's how I feel. I'm the same way. I'm a Catholic boy. My uncle was a priest, and my aunt was a nun, just to show you what kind of household I grew up in. It was very strict, very organically, raised by faith. And I brought it back with me to America in some sense, and I tried to do the best I can. Sometimes we're all sinners, like you make those little mistakes, but I don't have a hate in my body. I don't have any ill feeling towards anyone, Democrat, Republican, whatever, because I come from a country, even though Jordan is one of the best countries of the Middle East, because I don't want to say anything, hello, King. And I don't want His Majesty to think, like we said, I'm an ambassador for Jordan, so I have to show the American that I'm a good guy coming in from that part of the world. And that's also, it's a daunting task, because everybody looks at me for answers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So from that end, I'm knowledgeable, but there are certain things I cannot say to the Americans because they get upset. So I have to watch that's the only thing I don't like about being from Jordan a little bit, because a lot of times I want to say what I feel, but then I can't. And then I notice you on the show, you will go on talk about everybody else so smoothly, and I wish I have that too, because sometimes I get it in my mind interrupted, because we don't have that in my heart to say something like this. You know what I mean? So I just want you to know that I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. God bless you, man. Thank you for supporting
us. Thank you for the man from behind the camera. I don't want to forget him.
Our great camera guy. He's doing work tonight.
Yeah.
We're going to be...
You'll see in my shows, I'm always thanking the crew.
Yeah.
Because they work so hard.
Yes.
God bless you guys.
God bless you. Thank you so much.
God bless you, sir.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, so it's been an incredible night out here. You saw Alex Jones, you saw a prayer, you saw a lot of different things.
I think, and overall, they saw a peaceful protest. Maybe some people can take note of how it's done and how to report an accurate one.
Right, and it's so easy to not burn buildings and tear stuff up and get the police called. So we're going to be wrapping tonight. Before we wrap, I do want to give a special shout out to everybody that super chatted us. We got a couple, just not many, but I'm going to read them really quick. Carrie Neal says, "Keep protesting against corruption, American patriots." Dorothy, thank you for your super chat. Lori, thank you for your super chat. We got a couple of new Lincoln Club members, Nicole and DJ Dave. Thank you both. Big D says, "Mike and Liz, you're doing a great job. Keep up the great work." And I can't really pronounce this one. Something return says, go get them, RSBN, save us from this fraud. We're going to do our best. We can only do so much. We cast our votes. We're out here showing you what's going on. We will be back here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Is it 10 or 10:30?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. for a Stop the Steal rally or Protect Our Vote rally. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. It's being put on by Turning Point USA, so Charlie Kirk will be here, I believe. So just be on the lookout for that. And when I say 10 a.m., it's 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So depending on where you are, it's going to be different. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you to everybody that supports us here at Right Side Broadcasting. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and follow us on all the social media accounts. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.